What a guan, peeps, what a guan. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. And this morning, I got up and Spirit said flick some cards. So, Spirit 1, I'm here. Let's see what a guan, peeps, what a guan. Before I get started, though, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, why not? There's people out there watching these videos and not subscribing. Why are you not subscribing? Help the Wataguan family. Get with it. And also hit the alert bell because you know what? You'll get the alerts when I actually do a video. Okay, so let's go. The very first card that's come up is the Empress. You're the boss bitch. You're in your boss bitch mode. You're creating, you're birthing new ideas. You're starting new jobs. You're making that penticale, aren't you? But what's going on here? Are you up in your head about something? Is somebody bothering you? Is there something that you need to sort out? Is there something that's incomplete? Is there something that needs to be put closure to? You know in your heart that you need to put closure to something to yourself. You can give yourself closure. But we'll carry on with the story. In the meantime, because you're the boss bitch, you're planning and plotting, you're setting your intentions, you're doing what you need to do to get ahead. Because you know, as the boss bitch, that you got plans and things you want to do to support your higher good. Your highest good is telling you, get on with it. Forget about what's going on in the background. Because you got better things to be doing. Isn't that right, Empresses? Anyway, we got the Wheel of Fortune here. Something is changing. Something is moving forward. I wonder what that is. We're going to check it out. Oh, I know what you're thinking about. Somebody has... Do you know what? I look at this card sometimes, and this is in this pack. It's a different kind of pack because it gives you a different message than what it normally is. Now, this is the Four of Cups. But normally the Four of Cups speaks of somebody putting down their burdens. Not burdens so much, and emotional situations. So they could have been, dare I say it, the player from the Himalayas. And they're not looking at the three cups in front of them. They're all about the cup that's on their head. They're concentrating on that. And that's probably what's bothering you. Are they in your energy field? Sometimes I don't like to talk about these things, but when somebody is actually thinking about you too much, that's why they keep popping up in your head. But you're battling on regardless, because look, this person's having a tower moment. What are they having a tower moment about? What is it that's gone on? Did they finally figure out that they should have been with you in the first place? They were behaving like the player from the Himalayas, treating you like an option. And all you did was try to love them. But, and please tell me if this resonates. If this is not your story, move on. But what I've got here so far is an Empress who's trying to do a thing. She's in her boss bitch mode. She's planning and plotting what she wants to do because something has changed. And the changes is this person that was up in your head who's playing games, who thinks they're playing games. But you know what I always say? You cannot win if you do not play. You put this burden down, didn't you? You put this burden down. You put this person down. You blocked them. You did all sorts of things. You non-contact. You blocked your social media. You said, not our ass. I'm not going there with this person. But this person's realised that you're the one. And that's why they're having a tower moment. You karate chopped them, didn't you? This person's having a tower moment about this because... in the past, what I'm getting here, this person thought he could love you, bomb you, and trauma bond you, and think that it was okay to do that, so that you stay attached to them. This person might have even tried to get you pregnant. That's a form of a tie. You, for the next 18 years after that baby's born, at least, you'll have a tie with this person. They tried all sorts of tricks up their sleeve to actually attach you to them. For good, so they could take advantage of you for their own ends. They may love you, I don't know, but this person tried to take advantage, and now they've realized you ain't playing the game with them. You cannot win if you do not play. So somebody's gone non-contact with somebody because they knew they were the player from the Himalayas. And it's a tower moment for this person now. Look, their judgment is clouded now. They don't know what to do because it doesn't work. What usually works on their other people is not working on you. because you're a different somebody. You're the Empress. You're the boss bitch. Abundant, birthing ideas. You can manifest without even thinking about it. You got yourself out of the matrix. And now this person's judgment is clouded. They don't know what to do. Because they know you are their Ace of Cups. You can't make this up, can you? I don't know. Every day I flick these cards and every day I get a different message about the same thing. Different messages about this. It's like spirit is talking to different people. So, this person's judgment is clouded now. They don't know what to think because what they were doing is not working on you. You're the boss bitch. So, and they know you are their Ace of Cups. This is an emotional beginning. They want this with you, but they don't know how to. They're up in their head. They don't know how to. You know what? You see swords? That's an air sign. This person doesn't know what to do to get to you. That they could be. When somebody's judgment is clouded about a situation, especially emotional situation, and they're up in their head, they don't know how to approach you. Are they scared of you? Are they scared of what they said? Did they do something? Why are they hesitating to approach you now? You know, but a divine person is just, you know, going to take it in their stride. You know, you're going to keep being blocked, you know, but there's, you know, if you really want something, you will make the effort to find a way. Do you know what? And that's it. So, they want this new beginning. But there's conflict. You see, this is the Five of Wands. Conflict. They know there's conflict. But why is there conflict? Is it because... There could be many reasons. But what I'm getting from this card is... You know, with conflict, it's usually like 5 people fighting. In this card, it's not showing that. The conflict is either up in their head or they've been talking to other people and other people have given their opinion and they're behaving like a sheep. This person is not behaving like they should do. Behaving like a sheep, probably chatting you, probably gossiping, and all the time. They just want this new begin with you, and this is what this is all about. Because there's the confirmation. This person stabbed you in the back, literally. They literally gave you the stabbation. They gave you the stabbation, and I'm telling you, it wasn't fair what they did. It wasn't fair what they did, but will they admit to it? So what I'm getting here is an Empress has walked away. This person looks like they've already walked away. There's not even no... This story that I'm getting is moved on. This Empress has moved, is just gotten away from this person. Because they knew this person was, you know, it caused them sleepless night at one point. Maybe not now, because you're too busy doing your thing. You're plotting, you're planning, you're trying to get your penticales up. But... something's changing, and what's changing is the other person that did you wrong. This person is the person that they're now catching feelings. Is this person caught feelings all of a sudden? The player from the Himalayas might have caught feelings. Or, this is what I'm also getting. This person always had feelings, but they're hiding it because they don't want to get hurt. And usually when somebody behaves like that, it's usually they've had great pain in the past. Or it's to do with their upbringing, something to do with their upbringing, why they behave this way. And I'm really sorry to say this, but I usually get this with the air sign males. They're very up in their head. They like playing chess games, like what I said. It's chess games in their head, but like what I said, if you do not play, you cannot win. If you refuse to play the game with them, you know, if you refuse to play it, because this person tried trauma bonding, this person tried love bombing, and then they'll take away what they would call privileges, you know, when they well didn't want to do that. But they were doing it to play games up in your head. And if you're Empress, you've been through a lot. So you've seen this kind of nonsense before, and you know exactly what it is. What I go on, family, what I go on. What the bungo wongo go on. This person met the wrong one. This person never buck up somebody like you before. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what's happened here. And I'm telling you, they're now having a tower moment because they don't know how to deal with it. They've now realised, oh my God, I was the player from the Himalayas. I was running after all this skirt, and all it was skirt. They had no substance, nothing that I could actually work with. Because this person, I'm telling you, it's almost like It's almost like, I'm going to run after this one. I'm going to run after that one. So they left this empress, this boss bitch, to go and run around behind their back and treat them as an option. And it could even be possible that this person is trying to find you in other people. They probably suck your energy dry, take your energy. And people don't think these things are possible, but somebody sucked your energy dry and went and took it to other people thinking that it would help the situation. They want other people. They're probably vain. They're probably, this person was probably brain and was looking at the attraction of the person and not looking at the substance. Do you know what I mean? This is what this is spirit is downloading to me. Spirit is channeling to me now, because I'm telling you, this is what I want, peace, what I want. And they're having a tower moment. I know I'm repeating myself, but the starvation is real. Somebody needs to hear this message. Somebody needs to hear this, because I'm telling you, the starvation of it all. They literally, and they probably did it more than once, but you gave them a second chance or a third chance just to see if they was going to try some shit again. Because you know, as the boss bitch, you give them a second chance, you give them a third chance. You know, you might have even given them a fourth chance just to see if this person really is doing what they're doing. Because like I say, I always say this, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So if you went back a second and a third time, that was because you couldn't quite believe they were really doing that. Whatever they were doing, it was some fucking nonsense. And they were doing it and hurting themselves in the process. Why would you do you know what I mean? Sometimes it smacks of almost narcissistic. But sometimes it's because they've been through some trauma themselves and they don't want to go through that. So they think sex can bond you. And yes, it can in a certain way. But if you're an empress and you're a boss bitch, you know the game. Because you've been through many experiences and you know when somebody's trying to do some nonsense. But you know what you do? You keep that nonsense to yourself. You keep it to yourself and you watch them. That's what you do. I know I'm straying off topic here now, but like I said, the starvation. Let's go to the bottom of the decks and see what I really are going. See, you're having strength now. You're having strength now to not deal with this situation anymore. That's like I said. If you do not play, you cannot win. You cannot win if you do not play. It's the same instance. Do you know what I mean? So you're having strength. You've moved on. You're doing other things. This person is still up in their head. In the meantime, you've got strength to actually go and do what you need to do and not bother with this person. If it means non-contact, do it. If it means just backing off from this person, do it. If it's just like, you know, you treat them as an acquaintance, so you don't treat them, because what I'm getting here as well, a lot of these it's masculines, okay? It could be a percentage of feminines, but mostly masculines. What they do is they think they've got you under the thumb. So they treat you like you're supposed to be the housewife and they don't even want to commit to you. Don't play housewife to these assholes. I have to call them assholes. Don't play housewife to the arsehole. The arsehole that don't want to commit. Because there's reasons why they don't want to commit. They don't want to commit because they want to be the player from the Himalayas. They boss up. Boss up. And don't play the housewife to an arsehole that doesn't even want to commit. You get me? Mistakes you make. Yes, you do these things in the past, but I'm telling you, and this is another thing, you are single until they put a ring on it. So until then, you are not to play the housewife. I've made these mistakes too. Don't be cooking and cleaning and doing all sorts of nonsense and then lying up in bed with them and then giving them what they want and then they want to trauma bond you and withhold sex and withhold this and withhold. Don't do it, because they're trauma bonding you. That's what they're doing. They love bombing you and trauma bonding you so that you will connect to them. Some of these men out here are even, and don't think for a minute they don't do it, because I've been to mediums and seen them getting readings. So don't think for 1 minute they're not going to go and get the love potion. They're not going to get, they're not, some of them could even be doing with black magic to tie you. But if you're an anointed one, you're awakened one, you're a starseed, you're an indigo, you're an empath. You're a light worker. You can feel the energy of somebody trying to work on you. You can feel that energy. Yes, you may have got a starvation, but I tell you what, you'll never go through that shit again. It's a lesson. Spirit's trying to teach you a lesson. Never see anything as a failure. It's a lesson. It's either going to teach you something good, or it's going to teach you something that you should never do again. So this is why you're having the strength now, because you recognize what the nonsense this is. And if they don't come, they could come back. I don't know. They could come. Let's have a look. Let's see if they're going to come back. They could come back. See, this is the fool. You can take this two ways. This person was a damn fool. Or they could be kind of come back as the fool. Either way, it's a fool. It's a fool. Because they know. Let's have a look at this. Oh my God, what's going on at the bottom of this deck? Okay, this is the Seven of Wands. They know that you are defensive now. You're defending yourself to the hilt. You're defending yourself. You're defending your castle. You're defending your mind. You are protecting yourself. You're not saying, Player from the Himalayas. It ain't happening. I get the bunga wunga out of here. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Anyway, let's see what's beyond let's see what's going on. Because they know. This is the Two of Cups. No, this is not the Two of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is see, this is even different. This is even better. This is the Nine of Cups. Or is it the Ten of Cups? Oh, do you know what? Counting these bloody cups. Please forgive me, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No! It's the 10. This is the be all and the end all. This is abundance. This is togetherness. This is stableness. This is like where you want to be. This is what this person's thinking about. They know you were stable, reliable, was that bitch. The one that they could have worked with, that you could have created some, I'm talking generational wealth. If they just learn that being equal means different things to different people. But at the end of the day, if you are behaving like an energy vampire, you ain't getting this. And you will keep going in that cycle, looking for people that they feel. Okay, so this is what happens. These people are looking for stability, but they're not being stable themselves. How can you look for stability and you ain't fucking stable yourself? Excuse my French, people, but I have to swear sometimes, because they're complete nonsense. If they can't love themselves first, and this is what part of the problem is as well, they don't love themselves. They've got insecurities. They don't love themselves. They've got insecurities. And how can they expect this if they're not even prepared to work on themselves? And that's just where they will keep. And this is why they could have just appeared like the player from the Himalayas. But they had options. And they were trying to figure out which option they wanted. But they didn't realize that you were the gift that was already sat there on their plate. And they weren't looking at it that way. They were looking at, oh, well, that skirt looks good. I know I can mold them into somebody that I want them to be. It don't work like that. I'm going to tell you now, if you got any of the males out there are doing people wrong, it don't work like that. Let me give you some words of wisdom. Until you work on yourself, you will never have this. You will keep repeating the cycles with different people. It will never work. You have to be balanced. You have to be stable. And so what if you get heartbroken? Everybody gets heartbroken. Time heals all. Because as you can see from the Empress, she's moving on, mate. She took the time out to love herself, because men and women are different. Men will rebound. Women will take the time out, cry with their girlfriends, get on with their business, make themselves busy and boss up. Men rebound, not realizing that's a cycle that they need to break out of. You need to love yourself first. You need to take time out for yourself. You need to get your shit straight, because you can't love somebody if you can't love yourself. I'm going into a tangent now, but Spirit's talking. Spirit's definitely talking. Let's see what's underneath this deck one more time. What's this? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're no longer working on this situation. Oh, is this 7? Let me turn it upside down. No, sorry. The 7 of Pentacles. You're assessing something, or somebody's assessing something. I don't quite know who this energy is. Let's see what else is underneath there. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles normally talks about reaping what you sow. It's about harvesting. It's about looking at your Pentacale, looking at the situation and pondering, where is this really going? But this is in reverse. This is you. You're full steam ahead. You ain't pondering. You ain't doing any of that anymore. You ain't up in your head. You're thinking about your Pentacales. That's what you're doing. Oh my God, I got to go there again. Because look, the Two of Wands, you're no longer in decision. Let me turn this upside down and I'll show you. You are no longer in decision. There's no indecision here with you. You know, you've made it, because this card, the Two of Wands, is about a crossroads. It's about decisions you've got to make. You're at a crossroads, but this is in reverse. It came in reverse. So you're no longer at crossroads. You're no longer at this indecision stage. You have made concrete decisions. You're moving forward. You're moving on. And you're saying, F the F boy. Because they're a fuck boy. They're a fuck boy and they're still trying to play you in their head. Because they could still be, you know, this is specific for some people, but they could be going to obya people. And if you don't know what obya people is, it's black magic people, witch doctors. Or they could even be just getting love potions and all sorts of nonsense, trying to get in your knickers, thinking about it. They're even spiritually attacking you, and you know when this person's as horny as fuck because you feel their energy. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. You feel them masturbating or some nonsense. They're masturbating and thinking about you. And when you get like that, that's just this person masturbating and thinking about you. When you feel that energy from nowhere, maybe you're lying in bed and you just sleep. You know, you're dozing off, and you suddenly feel like, what the hell's going on? I don't normally. This is not me. I don't want to be touching myself and thinking about somebody. No, this is what this person's doing to you. Because they know there's an energetic type. You know, there's the 3D in the physical and there's the 5D. The 5D, they're trying to connect with you 5D because they know they can. This is a twin flame soulmate type of situation, although that hasn't come out. But when these things happen, but you've moved on. So take it how you will, people. I don't know what you're going to make of this story, but Spirit got me up this morning and I'm sitting at the desk and I took out this particular deck. Because this is one of the first decks. In fact, this is the first tarot deck that I actually bought. And I had no clue when I first got it. I just had it for a while. And this is the deck. And it's a travel one as well. It's a really cute one. But, like I said, for some reason, Spirit got me to take this out to show you this story. So, just recap. You're the boss bitch. But you've got some stress in your head. Or you did have some stress in your head because you moved on. You're plotting and planning. Something is changing with that person, though. They've realised who you are. And they've had a tower moment because they realised, oh my God, this is the person I should have been with, not running after all that skirt. And now they're clouded. Their judgment is clouded because they know you are the ace. Ace in every word. And it's conflict for them now. They don't quite know how to step to you because they know they caused you a starvation. And all that was at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to go through that again, but this is the crux of the story. But how is this story going to end? How is this story going to end? Because at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Wands. Action-packed, forward-moving, usually focused on an action. It's your person suddenly focused on an action. I could go through this deck forever. I'm not doing that though. I'm not doing that. I could talk for England. As people know, if you was on my live yesterday, I went live yesterday on TikTok, and I was there for almost 2 hours talking some things. Tart the ting. I call it. I'm gonna start calling them sessions tart the ting because yeah, I went live on TikTok yesterday. I don't know. Do you know what? I hesitate when it comes to YouTube because it's in quite entirely different vibe, and I don't know why. I just feel this entirely different vibe with YouTube for some reason. Because I've been on YouTube for years, report all my travels, whatever, and this is a new channel. But I just thought Spirit's guiding me to do these channelings, and it's all about It's usually about the divine masculine, divine feminine, or two, situations in reference to love, abuse. And I don't know why that's coming out, but it's like messages spirit wants to send, because there's a lot of people awakening and they need to realize what the hell is going on, because sometimes the people that you're with are behaving like empty vessels. They're like, they could be taken up by, and when I say empty vessels, what I mean by that is sometimes they let other people guide their decisions, and sometimes they're just playing in their devil energy, and they like to be they like to do things to disturb your mind and then love bomb you and think and make you think it's not you. And all the time they want you to think it's you, sorry. And all the time it's them in their devil energy. Watch out for these empty vessels. I'm going to tell you, concentrate on all times, concentrate on you. There's nothing wrong with dating. Nothing wrong with dating, but A, somebody's got to be honest about it, and B, they got to tell you what the situation is. And if they don't do either of those things and play you, step away from that, because they have ulterior motives. Okay? So on that note, if you're not subscribed yet, why not? Subscribe and hit the alert bell so that you can get more videos. And if you really want to connect with me, I do a lot on TikTok because they're short, sharp and sweet, and I could just hit the message like that. There's loads on TikTok, and I do Instagram as well, so connect with me on Instagram. And I know I'm not updating them as much as I should do, but I will do, especially when I got time to do that. Okay, so Watagwan family, Watagwan. Connect with the soul family, and Nam Yo Ho Renge Kyo.